How's it going, guys? It's Alex and I'm here with another unboxing. This comes from a brand I've yet to experiment with, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about. The brand is Rlaarlo. I think that's how it's pronounced, don't quote me on it. And this specific vehicle is the ROG1. It's a small scale basher that seems like it's going to be pretty promising. It's got a 45 amp ESC 3600 kV motor. Comes with a 2200 milliamp 3S battery. It's completely RTR, obviously. It seems like it's going to be a pretty solid truck. A lot of people have been testing them and having very good luck with them being durable. And I figured I might as well test it on myself because I've been a big fan of small scale trucks. I like having them, where I can just toss them in a backpack and bring them somewhere and they don't take up much space, but they're still fun. So this one seemed like one I had to try out. And I just got in today, so let's get into it. Like I said, this is my first truck from them. I am fully prepared for the first issue to be parts availability, as it seems like these are going to be a little tougher to get parts for if you have issues. Like if I break one of my mini Revos or my Groms, I can just run down to the hobby store, grab parts, and I'm back in business. These, not so easy to get parts, but that's fine. Companies start off somewhere, so if this is going to take off, then hopefully at some point parts will be available. And yeah, so let's bring you over here. So you open up the box, and we have got some stickers. We've got the charger, the wheelie bar, some basic tools, and then we've got the truck. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this guy out of here and get to it. So that's the reveal. I ended up going with the gray one. They have a red and a gray. I think they're pictured. Yeah, they have this red one and this gray and black one. I thought this one was pretty cool. There are still decals that I have to put on it, like the windows. For some reason, they only put some of the window stickers on.
Alright, so here we go. I went ahead and took the plastic off and put the rest of the window stickers on it, just so it looks as it will once you get yours all assembled. It had some of the window stickers applied, but not all of them. I don't know why, but here we are. With the little quarter panel we got on whatever. Yeah, honestly, it's way cooler than I was expecting. The pictures didn't do it a ton of justice, and kind of cool. I know all these little mirrors and accessories will all fall off, but that's fine. But it's got like, little graffiti type lettering. It's clearly supposed to be a raptor. But it's just a truck, right? So these tires are pretty thin. I'm curious how that'll do for air control. There's just not much sidewall, which it might balloon some. We'll see. It's got lights like that. I always love the lights. It's got nice little roof skids, which is cool. That'll help keep the body cleaner. It unfortunately has body pins, but it is what it is. Can't have everything. But at least they come with the tethers, so your pins just kind of get tossed to the side. So now on to the good stuff. So it has a 2mm 6061 aluminum chassis. which is a nice touch. I mean, 6061 isn't, you know, the greatest, but it's not the worst. Also, this thing is small, it should be plenty. Comes with a 45 amp ESC with a fan. It's a 3600 kV brushless motor with a heatsink. All metal waterproof, or all metal gear waterproof servo. Metal gear front and rear differentials, completely metal, not just parts of it like the groms. It includes a 3S LiPo. It's a Rlaarlo branded one, so we'll see how that does, but still comes with a LiPo, which is sick. It's got a slipper. It's got, I don't know if you can really see, but down here, down a little further down there, it's got a adjustable servo saver spring, which is really nice. Love that from the back, like out of the box, because that's nice to tighten up the steering if you want to, or loosen it up if you're just bashing it. This whole electronics panel is modular. There's a hinge right here, and then you take this screw out here, and this whole part pivots up. And then you can get to the drive shaft and remove that all as one chunk if you want to, whatever. I like that. It's nice for serviceability, and I like things modular when it's easier to take things apart in sections if you need to. So up front, we've got fully adjustable arms, we've got adjustable shocks, a metal shock tower. These are metal body shocks, metal threaded caps, and then plastic mounts. So we're going to see how these plastic pieces hold up, but it's nice that they have the metal here, so you don't have to worry about stripping out or like ripping the threads off the caps. But we'll see how those hold up. You've got front and rear sway bars, which is neat from the factory. C-hub style suspension. You've got where'd it go? Oh, CVDs in the front. I don't know if you can really see them. Not that it matters what they look like, whatever. Metal CVDs. And then the rear has metal dog bones. Pretty standard. So we'll see. They claim that it can self-right. It's not off of a button, it's just throttle and brake, and it'll self-right itself. Nice to know that they encourage that, I guess, and that it won't just rip it apart. But yeah, I mean, everything feels really solid. It really does feel way more premium than you'd think. However, speaking of feeling premium, this does not. I'm not mad about it though. It's a $150 truck, but it's a very cheap basic remote. We've got your steering rate, steering trim, throttle rate, I guess, power button, and then you have 2 additional channels, which hopefully means we can add a motor fan and stuff, but I don't want that on whatever, I don't want it on a switch, but cheap plastic wheel. Would like to see some foam there, but it is what it is. But like I said, it's pretty basic. It's kind of what you expect. However, the receiver and ESC are separate, so at least you can upgrade the receiver without having to change the ESC out, like a lot of cars nowadays. So that's definitely a plus. It does come with a wheelie bar, which is a nice thing to include. Comes with, it looks like, differential gaskets, a speed gear. Now the speed gear is supposed to get it to 100 kilometers, or I think it's like 62-ish miles per hour. We'll definitely test that, because that's a pretty big claim. It comes with a charger, little sticker sheets, instruction manual, the usual. But honestly, the suspension feels great. It really does seem a lot nicer than I thought. They're oil-filled shocks. Man, that's nice to see out of the box for something this cheap. It's some adjustable oil-filled shocks. So, let's do a little comparison. Let's put this back on. There it is. Good. So that's the ROG1. Now, here is a Granite. This is stock aside from the tires. You can excuse those, but honestly, Granite's quite a bit smaller. Let's see, I'll line them up there. That's the wheelbase. Granite does definitely have a lot less features. I mean, Granite's what, $140, which is $10 less than this thing. And it's brushed, all plastic components, no adjustable shocks, not fully metal differentials. There's a lot this lacks over this. Now, the name of the game is going to be parts availability, because you can go to your hobby store and buy parts for these, no problem. These, you cannot. If you break something, it's going to be a bit of a wait, which is going to be a big downside for that. But we're going to go ahead and put this thing through the ringer and see how durable it is, to see if you really have to worry about parts availability as much as you normally would. Now, another one I wanted to kind of compare it to is this is a Traxxas Revo Summit platform. And now that's been out for a long time, so it's not as fair of a comparison, I guess. But that's another one of the small scale bashers that's been out in the market for a while, and I'm hoping Traxxas goes and updates it to kind of join back into the race with small scales with something a little fresh. But the Revo is probably an inch, half inch longer wheelbase. Very different suspension styles. The Revo is inboard. Now the Revo Summit, whatever you want to call it. So this is the Gravedigger, but the VXL Summit would have cost $300-ish, and that does not come with a lipo. It's not ready to run. Doesn't come with a wheelie bar. Doesn't come with adjustable. Oh no, it does come with adjustable shocks, but they're plastic. But that would be double the price of this, and this comes 3S capable, metal, everything. It's it's a pretty good deal. However, we're gonna see if it really stands the test, and we'll see. But it's gonna be interesting to compare these three guys and see how these stack up, and then maybe Traxxas will actually release their mini Max that they allegedly leaked. They didn't leak it, someone leaked, because that'd be cool, and if that comes out, you best believe I'm gonna get it. But yeah, no, I'm very excited for this thing. It's really looking promising. It feels nice quality. The suspension feels good. It's got the right parts to make it a good truck. We're just gonna see if it's been built well. But yeah, we're gonna put this thing to the test. Stay tuned for some videos of that. We'll do some driving with it compared to these two trucks, and see how it really stacks up, and see if Rlaarlo is onto something. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions, or let me know if you're planning to get one and join the Rlaarlo family. See you later.